All right. All right. Hey everyone, Cindy here from Avalon Enchanted, doing this week's weekly reading. I apologize, I wanted to go on last night. I had to postpone it on Thursday night, and then I wanted to come on live yesterday, Friday, but I just was not feeling well, so had to move it to today, so I apologize for that. Let's see what this was. Knight of Swords. That's the energy surrounding how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, so I am on live a couple of days after to do this week's weekly energy reading. So this will be through Wednesday, January 31st. And then what I'm going to have you guys do today is, rather than picking a card or anything like that, I want you to pick the number 1, 2, or 3. So whatever number pops out, whichever one you feel called to, and it's okay if you feel called to more than one number. You can pick 1 and 3, 2 and 3, just one number, whatever it is that calls to you. And I am going to give you guys a reading based off of the number that you had picked. And actually, before we get started, I do want to tell you guys about a couple of the events that we have coming up really soon. So one of them we actually have coming up January 30th. So that is Tuesday, and that will be led by Tori. It is In Bulk Celebration with Bridget, and that is this Tuesday, the 30th, from 6:30 to 8:30. So we do have that coming up. That's on Eventbrite. If for any reason any of the events you have any questions about, feel free to message us, and we can definitely answer any of your questions about that. I want to talk about Karen from Creative Chi will be joining us on February 10th. Let's just make sure I got that date right. Yes, Saturday, February 10th. From 6:30 to 8:30, and she will actually be teaching a Feng Shui 101 class, which I am actually super excited about and to learn about, because I feel like, especially in my house, I need to get a little bit more in flow with the energy and how to set up my house and my space in order to allow the energy to flow. I'm going to be going live with Karen this upcoming Monday, probably about 5:30, and she's going to talk a little bit more about the class and what to expect, and if anybody has any questions. So just a couple of things coming up for you guys to know about, just in case you are interested. And again, if you have any questions, all of our stuff is on Eventbrite, but feel free to reach out to us. All right. So I'm going to get started with the reading for this week. Like I said, this is the weekly energy reading from now through Wednesday, January 31st. All right. So we are going to start with those of you who have chosen 1. So what is coming up for you guys that chose 1 this week? And as always, please, if you are watching the replay, comment #replay. And we'd love to know too what you're choosing. So feel free to comment if you chose 1, 2, or 3. And if you're watching the replay, if it resonated with you. All right, so we are starting with 1. All right, so first card we have for 1 is 3 of Cups. So we're going to get a couple more cards pulled before I read off of this. Okay. And that one. All right. All right, so if you chose 1, we have 3 of Cups, Death and Rebirth, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so for those who chose 1, all right, so with the 3 of Cups, I'm feeling for you guys this week and this upcoming week. It may not even just be the week. It could be, the month, whatever it is. But I feel like if you chose 1, it's really time for you guys to really start finding your soul tribe is what I'm feeling. Finding those people who share the same interests, find those people who share the same thoughts, ideas, whatever it is that you're going through right now or trying to do for yourself right now. You're really being called to find that group of people that kind of, share the same thoughts, share the same experience. It's really time to, and I'm not saying like you have to search them out, but allow them to come in. Just open yourself up to allow those people to start coming into your life, because we also have death and rebirth. All right. So you're coming into like a new cycle in your life, okay, where something is about to end. You may know about this, you may want this to come, or it's something that's going to happen suddenly, okay? So you're coming into an ending of something in order to start something new for yourself, okay? So as you're coming into this like death and rebirth cycle right now, it's going to be very, very important to have those people around you that can support you and maybe understand what it is that you're going through, okay? We also have the Queen of Cups coming in. All right. So whatever this is that is, going to be coming to an end, and you're kind of going to be, coming into something new. I'm really feeling that this is something that you really need right now in order to fulfill you kind of emotionally. So I don't think this like death and rebirth thing really has something to do with, like career or anything like that. It's more of, it's about you right now. It's about, coming into that time in your life where it's almost like, you're finally starting to do things that fulfill you. Okay. And it could be something, creative wise. All right. Where it could be that, maybe you're not the type of person that puts yourself first, and you always, go along with what others want you to do. But I feel like, you're starting to almost coming to your own, where it's like, no, this is my time. It's time for me to start doing things that will fulfill me. Okay. And that's where, the Three of Cups come in. All right, so we have the Three of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. Again, this is all about, emotionally. All right. So I'm really feeling like, it's time for you guys to start letting that, soul tribe in, the people that share your same passions, really. I'll pull a couple more cards for this for number one. So we have the Two of Wands. So I have the Two of Wands, and I kind of just automatically placed it underneath that when I put it down. So with the Two of Wands coming in, and with me just automatically placing it under the Death and Rebirth card, I'm almost feeling like, you're on one, or you think that you're on one path. You're thinking that you're, set with doing this. You have everything kind of laid out where you're going to go in this one direction. But with the Two of Wands coming up, especially coming up right under that Death and Rebirth card, I'm almost feeling like there's something that you may not be looking at, or that you may not be seeing right now, okay? Because you're so focused on this one thing that you think that you really, the direction that you want to go in, that there's another direction for you to go in, but you just have to kind of step back a little bit and take a look at things, the big picture. Don't just be so laser focused on one particular thing, because there is something else that wants to pop in for you, but you kind of you got blinders on right now, okay? We also have the Justice card. All right. So with this card coming up for you guys that chose one, I'm almost feeling like you I keep on hearing like, no, no, no. I'm almost feeling like you guys need to start saying no. You guys need to start setting boundaries, with others, because sometimes we let people just, I don't want to say walk all over us, but we want to do so much for others that we tend to just put our, what we want to the side. So I'm really feeling like it's time for you guys to start, setting those boundaries, and really start to, say no to the things that are pulling away from yourself. Okay. Say no to, I'm trying to think of an example. Say if you really, really wanted to do something, okay, it's, you wanted to go to this concert, or you wanted to go to this I don't know why I'm going to say book signing or something like that. You really, really want to do this, but then somebody comes up and says, hey, on this day, can you help me do this? Okay. Rather than, putting whatever you wanted like to the back burner and not doing what you want and helping this person, like you have to set those boundaries, like, and you don't even have to explain yourself, just no, I can't do that night. But it's time for you to stop putting yourself on the back burner. It's time for you to really start saying no and saying yes to doing the things that you want to do for yourself. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for 1. We are going to move on to those of you who chose 2. Missed the card over there. All right. So we have number 2. What do we got for you that chose number 2 today? Okay. 5 of Swords. I feel right now that you guys that chose 2, oh God, you're feeling really beat up right now. But we're going to get more into why you may be feeling really beat up right now. What else do we have for 2? We have the Fool. Okay. All right, 2 cards came up. You guys also got 3 of Cups. All right, so we have, for group number 2, we have 5 of Swords. We have the Fool. We have the Queen of Swords. And then you guys also got 3 of Cups. I think the 3 of Cups is coming up, a couple of times, multiple times right now, because 3 of Cups energy is so important right now, especially with all the energy that's out there right now. Just, I feel like, I don't know if you guys have felt this, but I've been feeling a little bit all over the place, a little bit. Sometimes I can even feel disconnected. So the 3 of Cups is very, very important, because that's where we find, again, those, our soul tribe, those people that support us, those people that share the same thoughts and ideas as us. And I feel like that's going to be really important to move out of this kind of stuck type of energy. But anyway, sorry, went sideways on that. Number 2. All right, so we have the 5 of Swords. All right, so like I said before, with this 5 of Swords coming up, I'm feeling like if you chose 2, you may be feeling a little bit defeated, a little bit beaten up, because you're trying to get to yourself to the the top of the mountain. Okay, you're doing whatever you can to reach the top of the mountain, but you feel like every time it's almost like 1 step forward, 2 step back type of energy going on here. Okay, so if you're feeling like that, it's kind of normal right now. And I'm feeling like it's almost the process that you have to go through in order to really, I don't want to say appreciate, but really understand how far you've gotten. Okay, if that makes sense. So just know that whatever this, feeling beaten up, feeling like, no matter what you do, you feel like you're moving forward, but then going backwards, it is not unfortunately, but it is part of the journey. It is part of the path that you need, because we have the Fool right now. All right, so the Fool is kind of about those new beginnings. Okay, you're about to take that leap into the future, that first step. Okay, so whatever it is that's going on with the 5 of Swords, whatever crap you might be going through right now, you're going through it for a purpose, because it's going to teach you those lessons. It's going to give you that experience in order to take this first step, okay, into your new journey, whatever that journey may be. Okay, and it doesn't have to be something huge or something big. It could just be that personal journey within yourself. Okay, so just know that you're at the beginning. You're ready to take that first step into that new journey. We also have the Queen of Swords. All right, so as you're going on this new journey, this new beginning, when you're taking that first step, it's going to be very important that you continue to stand in your power. Okay, the Queen of Swords, she's strong. She makes decision based on logic. She makes decision based on unbiased decision making. Okay, she doesn't tend to make decisions based on how she's feeling or things like that. Okay, so whatever this new beginning is, all right, it's time to stand strong, as far as moving forward with this. Okay. So if it comes to a point where you kind of feeling a little bit unsure about yourself, okay, you have to bring in that Queen of Swords energy and really start thinking logically about it. Because sometimes we can lay something out and be like, I want to do this. I know this is going to work, or I really feel passionately about it. But then we let our ego, that fear start coming in. And that's when we get a little bit scared. So you have to bring in that Queen of Swords energy. Okay. And again, 2 cards came out with that. We had the 3 of Cups again. So with the 3 of Cups coming out with that Queen of Swords, all right, it's kind of telling me that get that support. Okay. So if you're feeling a little bit unsure about yourself, find those people that have been supporting you and kind of talk you up. All right. Find those people to help you stay in that Queen of Swords energy. Okay. All right, pick one more card for you guys that chose 2. Let's see what else we have to say. Okay, we also have the Ace of Swords, and I'm shuffling again, so I'm going to pick one more. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I also have the Ace of Swords for you guys, okay, and I kind of placed that right underneath the Fool card. So whatever this new beginning is, you may not have even thought of it yet, but I'm feeling like it's going to come in with you guys soon with the Ace of Swords coming up. The Ace of Swords is kind of like having that realization, that aha moment. Okay. So if you feel like you're kind of in this stuck type of energy right now, this 5 of Swords, okay, where you feel like you're really, really getting beaten up, and it's almost like not seeing an end in sight, just know that the beginning is coming soon. You're about to come into that, like, oh yeah, this is what I really want. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Wands that's kind of coming underneath that 3 yeah, I can talk. Queen of Swords. All right. So remember I said fear. Okay. If fear starts coming in, you really have to pull in that Queen of Swords energy. That's just kind of confirming for me the 3 of Wands. Okay. It's really time to take that step. Okay. Without being fearful of what the outcome may be. Okay. Because sometimes when we let fear come in, we're all just making it up in our minds as an excuse as to why not to move forward. Okay. So with this 3 of Wands, it's just telling me, it's time to, take that first step, jump into that future without having that fear holding you back. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to those who chose number 3. Again, if you guys are watching the replay, please comment #replay. That's too many cards to come out at once. And we are moving on to those who chose number 3. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups for number 3. Three of Wands again. So 3 of Wands for number 3. And the Page of Pentacles. All right. So we have Knight of Cups, 3 of Wands, and Page of Pentacles. Okay. So if you chose 3 with the Knight of Cups coming up for you guys, all right. So this is either going to be relationship for you guys, or relationship as far as yourself. Okay. Because with the Knight of Cups coming up, especially with the, upcoming week, the energy surrounding this week, for you guys, it's kind of telling me that you need to start letting that romantic type of energy start coming in. Okay. So if it could be, if you have kind of been putting, or closing the door on some type of, if somebody has been showing interest with you, and, you kind of been shutting the door because you really don't want to start anything, it's kind of telling me that, you need to open yourself up a little bit more to the possibilities of some type of, romantic relationship. It also could be for some of you guys, I'm feeling that it's that love for yourself that you need to start focusing on. All right. Because with the Knight of Cups, it's all about, I'm feeling the love, okay? Feeling love, feeling like you're good enough. Sometimes too, if we're so hard on ourselves, we need to open ourselves up a little bit to bringing in, that self love for ourselves, okay? So for some of you guys, it's a legit, it's romantic partner. It could even be too if you've been with somebody for a long time, and it kind of feels like you know how sometimes if you're in a long-term relationship, it gets like a little bit stale and it kind of feels like, you're just, two people, two really, really good friends. Some of you guys need to start bringing in that, go out on a date, role play a little bit where, you first met. Okay. But if you chose 3, somewhere in your life, you need to start bringing in the romance and that love again. Okay. So we also have the 3 of Wands for you guys, okay? So again, not being fearful, okay? Being able to take that first step without letting fear holding you back, okay? So as far as the Knight of Cups is concerned, why are you afraid to let this love come in, okay? Are you afraid you're going to get hurt? Are you afraid that, it's just not going to work out the way that you wanted it to, okay? And regardless whether that Knight of Cup is representing yourself with that self-love or a relationship, okay? Why are you afraid to love yourself, okay? Why do you think that you're not good enough to build, to have that love within you, okay? We also have the Page of Pentacles, okay? So with the Page of Pentacles coming up for you guys that chose 3, I'm feeling that once you start allowing that love to come in, you're going to feel more stable in just in life in general. Okay. Because I know sometimes if, I'm not having a good week and I'm just really, really down on myself, I almost feel like, everything else around me is really, really shaky. But once I start focusing on, that self-love and that healing, things tend to seem more grounded. Things tend to seem more safe. Okay. So I'm feeling like, once you guys start bringing that in for yourself, you're going to start feeling more safe in your life is what I'm feeling. All right. Do a couple more cards for those who chose 3. My cards don't want to cooperate. No. Okay, so we have the Tower and the 4 of Cups. All right, so I automatically just placed the Tower card underneath the Page of Pentacles. All right. So with the Tower card coming up for you guys, I'm almost feeling like besides, that's whatever love it is that you're going to have start coming in, that you want to start allowing to come in, kind of facing that fear, asking yourself why you're afraid to let either someone else love you or allow yourself to feel love. And then we had that Page of Pentacles. Remember how I said that once you let this stuff start coming in, you're going to start feeling more safe. We have, hi Lynn, we have the Tower card, okay? And that Tower card I just automatically placed under the Page of Pentacles because I'm feeling like we really need to start shaking things up a little bit, okay? So the Tower card is almost like that feeling of having the rug pulled out from underneath you, okay? The Tower card comes in because things kind of need to be shaken up. Things need to, fall to pieces in order for you to rebuild yourself back up. So I'm feeling like if you chose 3, like you're about to have that Tower card moment, okay, where it's almost like, once you start letting things drop off and certain people are leaving your life and you just start not caring about keeping people close who maybe aren't the best for you, you start to rebuild yourself and you start to see things in a whole new different light, not life. So I'm feeling like, if you chose 3, especially with being able to build this stability for yourself, you got to start shaking things up a little bit. And maybe the people that aren't really there for you and aren't there for, your best, feeling like, it's time to start, focusing more attention onto those people who are there for you. Okay, it's time to start letting some things or people go. All right. And then I also have the Four of Cups for you guys. All right. So with the Four of Cups coming in, it's just kind of, I'm feeling like we have to stop focusing on stop focusing on what we don't have, because the more we focus on what we don't have, so for instance, with this Knight of Cups, say we want to bring in this love, we want to, whether it be self-love or, just that relationship with somebody. Okay. We're focusing so much right now on that we don't have it, that we're not allowing it to come in. Okay. So rather than, just being so focused on what you don't have, I want you guys to really start focusing on those things that you do have in your life, even if it's something little. You know what I mean? Say if you're walking down the street and somebody smiles at you, okay? Don't be like, oh yeah, all right, that's weird. That person smiled at me. No, like, oh wow, that person smiled at me. Like, um, that makes me feel great. Okay, so just start bringing in that feeling of love. Okay, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It just can be, again, just being grateful for the little things that are going on. And the more grateful you are for the little things, the more is going to start coming in for you. Okay, but you need to stop focusing so much on what you don't have, and even like what you may be lacking right now, because the more you focus your energy on that, the more you're going to bring that in, and the more you're going to get yourself in a darker place. Okay, so it's time to start pulling yourself out of that darker place by opening up your eyes to those good things that are happening around you. Okay. All right, well, that's what I have for you guys for this week. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't do this on Thursday night, but I appreciate all of you watching today or watching the replay. Again, we have the in bulk ceremony with Bridget. Tori will be leading that on Tuesday, the 30th, from 6:30 to 8:30. And then I will be going live this upcoming Monday at about 5:30 with Karen from Creative Chi. And we are going to be talking about the Feng Shui 101 class that she will be hosting on February 10th. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you will be seeing me again on Monday with Karen, and then Tori will be on Thursday for next week's weekly energy reading. I hope you all have a great day and stay safe. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.